Something we were just discussing? Or are you thinking of a new topic altogether?
Okay, today our topic is the importance of long life learning in a fast changing world. Today, my first question with you: how would you define long life learning in today's context?
Okay, cool topic. To me, lifelong learning isn't just about taking classes or getting degrees anymore. It's more about building a mindset, actively seeking out new skills and info throughout your life, not because you have to, but because you want to stay relevant and engaged in a world that's changing at warp speed. It's about adaptability, really.
Why is long life learning more important now than in previous generation?
That's a good question. Mm. Previous generations could often build a skill set and ride that wave for decades. The rules were more stable. Now, job markets are disrupted constantly. Tech is evolving nonstop, and even fundamental understandings of, well, everything are getting flipped on their head. You basically have to continually upgrade yourself just to stay in the same place. It's less about reaching a finish line and more about constantly running to keep up.
How does long life learning help individual adopt to fast changing job market?
Okay, when you say my scaling job market, you mean the AI driven one, right? Gotcha. Long life learning is crucial because AI isn't necessarily replacing jobs entirely, it's shifting what those jobs are. Skills become obsolete quicker and new ones pop up constantly. Learning how to learn, picking up new tech, understanding data analysis, even just improving problem solving skills. That's how people stay valuable. It's about augmenting your abilities with AI, not competing against it. Basically, adaptability is the new job security.
Can you share examples of how continuous learning has transformed someone's career of life?
Oh, definitely. Take, for example, a graphic designer I've heard about. Years ago, mastering Photoshop was a huge deal. Now they're having to learn UI UX design, basic coding, and AI image generation tools just to stay competitive. Or a marketing manager who had to dive deep into data analytics to understand campaign performance beyond just gut feeling. Even skilled tradespeople are upskilling with tech. Plumbers learning smart home systems, electricians understanding solar panel installation. It's less about a single career path and more about a series of pivots fueled by continuous learning. It's become the norm.
What role does technology play in supporting long life learning?
Whoa, okay, that's a curveball. You mean Shikhar Dhawan, the Indian cricketer? And are you asking about his role in sports generally or a particular aspect? My info on sports is all right. Have a good one.
How can people balance long life learning with work, family, and other commitments?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? It's tough. Micro learning is huge. Short bursts of learning that fit into small pockets of time. Podcasts during your commute, online courses broken into manageable modules, even just reading articles during lunch breaks. It's also about being realistic. You don't have to become an expert overnight. Small, consistent steps are key. And honestly, saying no to some things is crucial.
What are
I hear
some
you.
what are some practical ways to develop a habit of continuous learning?
Okay, tactical stuff. First, schedule it. Block out time in your calendar, even if it's just 30 minutes a week. Second, find your learning style. Are you all right then? Anything else on your mind today, or are we good?
All right.
Perfect. Feel free to hit me up whenever you're ready.
All right.
In.
How does lifelong learning contribute to personal growth and self confidence?
Good question. It's not just about skills, it's about a mindset shift. Each new thing you learn expands your perspective, challenges your assumptions, and shows you that you're capable of more than you thought. That builds confidence, right? It's like leveling up, you gain a sense of mastery and resilience. Plus, actively pursuing knowledge can just make you feel, well, more alive and engaged with the world.
In what ways can organization promote a culture of long life learning among employees?
Hmm. It's a smart question. Organizations can start by offering learning stipends or dedicated learning time during work hours, basically incentivizing it. But it goes beyond that. Encouraging experimentation and celebrating smart failures where learning happens even when things don't go as planned is huge. Also, creating internal mentorship programs and knowledge sharing platforms. It's less about top down training and more about fostering a community where everyone's constantly learning from each other.
Great. How can long life learning help people navigate career challenges, changes, or industry distributions?
Okay, so when industries get disrupted, they will. Long life learning is your lifeboat. It's about having a portfolio of skills, not just one. Someone facing job loss can quickly upskill in a growing field. It also builds adaptability.
What are the differences between formal, non-formal, and informal long life learning?
You're right to flag that it was a slip of the tongue to say non formal twice. Let me clarify the differences between formal, non formal, and informal learning. Formal learning is structured, accredited, and typically leads to a qualification. Think university degrees, certifications. Non formal learning is also structured, but it's not fluency. In what context are you bringing that up? Are you referencing a skill or something else?
How can someone stay motivated to keep learning over the years?
Motivation waxes and wanes, right? One thing is to connect learning to something you genuinely care about. Don't learn something just because it's useful. Learn it because it sparks your curiosity. Finding a learning community can help, having others to share the journey with, and celebrating small wins. Don't focus on the huge mountain of knowledge, focus on each step you climb. It's about making it enjoyable, not a chore.
What role does curiosity play in long life learning? What role does
Whoa,
curiosity play in long life learning?
huge role, like massively important. Curiosity is the engine that drives lifelong learning. Without it, learning becomes a chore. Curiosity makes you ask, like, what if, why, and how? It fuels exploration and a desire to understand the world around you. It keeps things fresh and engaging, turning challenges into opportunities. Seriously, nurture your curiosity. It's your superpower.
How can lifelong learning improve problem solving and critical thinking skills?
It's all about exposure to different perspectives and ideas. Each time you learn something new, you're essentially adding another tool to your mental toolbox. Lifelong learning forces you to analyze information, evaluate sources, and form your own opinions, which are all core components of critical thinking. And encountering different approaches to problem solving expands your repertoire and makes you more adaptable. It's like exercise for your brain.
How can collaboration and learning from others enhance lifelong learning experiences?
That's a great point. Learning isn't a solo sport. Sharing experiences with others, either through mentoring, group projects, or just informal discussions, adds layers of understanding. You get feedback, challenge your own assumptions, and discover new perspectives. And frankly, explaining something to someone else is one of the best ways to solidify your own understanding. It turns learning into a two-way street.
How can lifelong learning benefit communities and societies as a whole?
That's a big picture question. A society of lifelong learners is a more adaptable, innovative, and engaged society. It fosters economic growth, civic participation, and social progress. People are better equipped to address complex challenges, contribute meaningfully to their communities, and build a more inclusive future. It's
In
about creating a culture in,
okay,
still with me? Just
yes,
trying to follow
yes.
where you're going.
In what ways can learning new skills improve mental health and well-being?
Okay, good shift. Learning new things can be seriously good for your mental health. It provides a sense of accomplishment and boosts self esteem. It combats boredom and gives you a sense of purpose. The challenge of learning keeps your brain active and can even help ward off cognitive decline. And honestly, stepping outside your comfort zone and trying something new can be incredibly empowering, like a little dose of happy.
My last question with you. Finally, what advice will you give to someone who feel it's too late or start learning again?
It is never too late. Seriously. That thought that it's too late is the biggest obstacle. Hey, good to hear from you again. What's up?
That's जल्दी दस.
Whoa, I am a little lost. Are you talking about glaciers? And what do you mean by tell? Are you asking me what I think about them? It's coming through a bit unclear.
Thank you, my thank you.
Could you rephrase that? Okay, the green. Are we still talking about glaciers?